Hi everyone. My name is Sergej Kunz. I'm co-founder of One Inch Network. It's a pleasure to stay here. Thanks for coming. It's good to see people who would like to win up to 20,000 US dollars this hackathon. So we have really nice bunches. But first of all, I would like to introduce who we are, why we are here, and why you should build on top of One Inch Network today and tomorrow. So, who we are, I am also a hacker. Back 2018, I started with my co-founder Anton Bukov to travel around the globe. First hackathon was December 2018. I met Vitalik Buterin, I met a lot of other people, and found out it's cool. It's really cool. I had already like 15, 16 years of software engineering experience, but never participated in a hackathon. And for now, we can build with Anton over just 2 nights something which can win a prize, and we can pay for our airplane tickets, for hotels. Actually, we almost never needed a hotel because we were staying always on a venue. Also, when we built the 1 inch first protocol back in 2019 in May, we didn't sleep. I didn't sleep 56 hours, so it was quite hard. But you see, nowadays we have a huge set of protocols. We started with the aggregation protocol, then we have built liquidity protocol. We came to our DAO. Our token was launched by the foundation back in 2020. We have built our self-custody wallet because we didn't find a proper wallet out there. Also, the MetaMask was really terrible, and from our point of view, still there are issues with other wallets. That's why we just have different teams working on the space to just not compete but improve and add value to the space. We have our limit order protocol. It's fully decentralized one, based on signature, similar to 0x and other approaches, but highly efficient. We introduced our fusion December last year. We did hackathon over 1 month with our people. In Dubai, they got breakfast, lunch, and dinner, spa, gym, pool. Family could come, so we just tried to create such an environment which you meet here at the ETHGlobal Hackathon, and it worked. We were able to deliver in just 1 month the fusion, and we were really happy about that. Nowadays, we are also working on institutional products. We try to enter the space of traditional finances and improve the settlements, for example, with our swaps, with our aggregation. We are 3 years old, I would say. The project's almost 4 years old. The first year, we just were working with Anton in the nights. I was working for Porsche and he for Near Protocol, and one day we raised money. So in total, we raised like 190 million of US dollars. And continue to develop new products, to ship new innovations. We keep 70% of the aggregation market share. This market we created actually on the hackathon. We came to the idea how to make a swap more efficient by aggregating among decentralized exchanges and choose based on specific algorithm only those pools which make sense to use as a liquidity source. So at the end, the user get the best rate. A limit orders market share is about 80%. That's huge. We achieved like in just 1 year from 0 to 80% of the market share, and overtook 0x and other protocols. We have 4.5 million of wallets who are using 1 inch protocols. It's not huge, but at the end, like you can see in the left corner, they generate 330 billions of US dollars since 2019. And we have 180, actually more, 180 core contributors around the globe, like freelancers who are full-time working on 1 inch network protocols. So we see DEX volume continues to grow, and it looks like we can overtake centralized exchanges, because decentralized exchanges are more efficient than centralized, so you don't have to trust anyone. You just interact with the smart contract. You have no intermediates except validators, of course, and this is room to grow for us all here who is developing Web3 space. But we have current limitation in DeFi space. We have unfavorable swap rates. We have MEF attacks. I faced my really painful MEF attack last year when Ethereum dropped to 1,000. I had, because of tax reasons, I had to sell my Ethereum to buy again, so to just declare loss in my tax report. And I was front run. I lost 10 Ethereum. It was really painful for me. So I could use this money just to for my daughter, or I can use for charity or whatever. But some attackers got it. So, and I went to our teams and I said, guys, it doesn't work. We need solution for this. And then we came to the idea with the fusion. I will explain a little bit later. And of course, we have problem in Web3 space that the user experience is very complicated, still very complicated. We, from our side, we try to improve the wallet. We have really nice UX, UI. Now we have these kind of meta transactions with Fusion. It improves, but still there's a lot of things to build. To the problems, front-running attacks. So someone see your transaction and do something before you, extract value from this. The math attacks are if someone don't know how that works in terms math. Someone is monitoring the mempool and analyze, make it sense to exchange before you, to exchange after you, to extract value from your trade. If you, for example, exchanging directly on Uniswap, so someone is doing this, they make a lot of money. Back in 2022, they just earned $1.5 billion of US dollars just by out of thin air, how US government says nowadays. So I just around 10% of the transactions. So and now you have two ways. You have the thorny path with using DEXs directly. You don't get the best rates. You don't know really where the liquidity is concentrated. And you don't know where the token is listed, and you face also the math attacks, you face the front-running attacks. So this is not really efficient. That's why we, from our side, we call it thorny paths, like Black Forest. You don't know which animal can attack you in the next time, and we try to build the other side. Yeah, where we come to our fusion. And but before, I would like to explain once again about the aggregation itself. Maybe it's not clear for everyone. I know some people of you are very advanced, but some people still just know that I can go to Uniswap and just exchange there. There's more. Yeah, we came to the idea with Anton to aggregate among decentralized exchanges and multiple liquidity sources. Right now we have on Ethereum more than 25,000 liquidity sources. Each smart contract with liquidity is own liquidity source. So at the beginning we just exchange on one market, just for example Ethereum to DAI. But it makes no sense to just use one market, because if you exchange hundreds of thousands of US dollars, maybe 10,000 of US dollars, it makes sense to use also other markets like USDT market, USDC market, Ethereum to something else. So in this case, you see Ethereum to CUSDT. This is a compound USDT. Actually, Pathfinder, our algorithm Pathfinder, can also build a path to just put Ethereum into USDT landing pool of compound, for example. So in this case, we use market makers who also integrated in our aggregation protocol and routing. We have Uniswap, we have SushiSwap. You see part we exchange to DAI, part we exchange through USDC. From USDC we go to USDT, and from DAI we go also to USDT. And then at the end, the user get the best experience, best experience and best execution rate, because we actually did an arbitrage, just actually an arbitrage algorithm which we are using. So Fusion, this is new approach how to exchange assets nowadays. It works very well on Ethereum, since when you do the transaction by yourself, if you do this transaction by yourself, and the amount is higher than around 10,000 US dollars, someone will front run you. Someone will sandwich you, and you will lose good amount of money. In normal cases, like 50 bips, what you will lose. And this is not how it should be. And Fusion solved this problem. Fusion is based on our limit order protocol. You just give a signature that you're okay to exchange one asset against another asset in a specific amount, and you would like to exchange for specific rates, not just for one specific rate, like if you do a normal limit order. This is a kind of this is a specific grid, we call it, which use the current market liquidity, because our algorithm knows exactly how many tokens are where and which rates you get for which amounts, for which pairs. That's why we can build such a nice grid, and you see the price going down from the current Oracle price and goes down to the current market rate if you do market swap. So when you do market swap, you face a price impact. So you get less than you have originally, because liquidity is not really huge, and every DEX needs to earn something. Uniswap earns like different pools, 30 bips, 1 bip, 5 bip, 100 bips. So, of course, our algorithm can optimize this, but yeah, still it's kind of difficult here to achieve the best execution. So we were thinking, why should we do a Dutch auction in linear? We could just use this grid, which comes directly from the liquidity amount from the current network. So in this case, someone exchanged, real case, 3,700 Ethereum to USDT, and they got $2,345 more compared to if they would just execute it by themselves. Theoretically, she would face the MEF attack, would get actually less. And also if they wouldn't face the MEF attack because they would use maybe RPC of Flashbots or our rabbit hole RPC endpoint, which protects people as well from front-running attacks. Anyway, this execution was better because we see these partial fields. You see here small partial fields. These are green points. Arbitrage traders, when they see such an arbitrage opportunity, they go and hedge on positional centralized exchanges. They are exchange also with own liquidity. Also, they hedge with other networks as well. For example, if you're buying Polygon, like Matic token, they will exchange it, like hedge the position, make a trade in the reverse direction and another network where they see more liquidity, and come back to Ethereum to arbitrage back. And actually we allow over time to sell specific amount of tokens by giving a chance to arbitrage trader to arbitrage this trade. That's why it's better than just doing a market trade. Actually, market makers are selling tokens over weeks, months, and theoretically you can also set up with a custom mode. You can set an order to sell it in maybe 2 days. Because you have a shit token, it's not super liquid, but there's some liquidity on centralized exchanges. And then if you set such an order, arbitrage trader try to arbitrage among decentralized exchanges and different networks and also centralized exchanges. How that works under the hood, it's very important to understand. It is kind of order book. Some people are switching, like swapping in one direction, the other in the other direction, Ethereum to USDC, USDC to Ethereum, then our resolvers who are able to settle the trades can match these orders. That's why it's also sometimes very efficient to use also Fusion, because there are also other people who would like to exchange tokens maybe in the reverse direction. And so the resolvers, these are professional market makers. We have a special game theory for tokenomics. We changed it recently also in December together with Fusion release. You need to stake 1-inch tokens to get unicorn power. This unicorn power decrease in time based on the burning curve. That means you have to maintain all the time to have almost 1 token to 1 unicorn power. So, and with this unicorn power, you can become a resolver. Or you can ask someone to delegate the unicorn power to you to become top 10 resolver. Only top 10 resolver can execute the settlement. So the settlement is done through smart contracts, fully in decentralized manner, fully permissionless in terms of everyone can send the order, but in permission manner, the only specific resolvers who were selected by the community or had enough unicorn power, they can settle the trades and have the chance to arbitrage among centralized exchanges. Already said, decentralized exchanges also with own liquidity. There are market makers like Ethereum trading with own liquidity and providing better rates than you can get on Uniswap, because they can hedge positions. They can use options in the background to just kind of hedge. So what is important? The US user, you just sign a permit. Yeah, you sign a message, you send it in a network, and you don't pay any gas. With the execution, of course, there are some gas costs. Market makers, resolvers need to execute it somehow on smaller amounts. If you use Fusion, you will just get a little bit less destination token. For example, if you're exchanging Ethereum to USDC, you would get just a little bit less USDC because the rate would be worse than if you execute by yourself. But anyway, you get the same. If you send your transaction a legacy mode by yourself, you do the this aggregation thing by yourself, you pay the gas costs, yeah, in Ethereum. And in a Fusion mode, resolver pays the gas costs, and they take into account how much they pay, and if it's profitable for them. If it's not profitable, of course, no one will take it. But we set the orders. We have presets. We set specific price ranges in the terms that it's executed very fastly. So, MEF protection I said already. How that works, how to integrate the Fusion itself. We have a nice SDK written JavaScript. I'm sorry if someone would like to contribute to write SDK in other languages. You are welcome to ask for a grant. We have a nice DAO and 18 million of US dollars in a DAO to distribute for those people who contribute to One-Inch Network. You can write in Python, for example. So how to get a quote? It's simple. You use the SDK. There's a nice method get quote. You form your request and you get the quote. What is the current market rate, market return of the token pair and the amount you would like to exchange? So that means you can just easily build your own UI, which is maybe more user-friendly than ours, or you build a specific product which uses Fusion under the hood to maybe rebalance a bundle of assets or something. So you can place a order. It's also very, very, very easy. SDK with the proper endpoint network. We have also nice documentation. I will show you where to find it. You can get all orders. Maybe you can build something what analyze orders, or maybe filters the orders based on specific criteria, or you build an explorer for One-Inch Network, like Fusion Explorer. It's also one thing what you can get maybe a grant here, and also you can apply maybe for a grant at the DAO to work on that maybe full time. So you can scan the QR code, you will get the documentation, and I have still a little bit time. I would like to show you how it works. And of course, you can get in touch with us anytime. We are also here downstairs on the ground level. We have a booth. You're welcome to come. Also to get such chips, I can a little bit later distribute. There are some One-Inch tokens, so you can play around with the Fusion mode and exchange it in fully gasless manner. So I will show you how it works. So we have here our One-Inch. And I would like to use our One-Inch wallet to connect. So now I need to find the proper wallet. 1 sec. Yeah, this one. And we can use One-Inch wallet connect. So very easy. Connected. And now I have some Uniswap tokens which I would like to sell, and I would maybe sell it to USDC. So by default we have legacy mode, because on smaller amounts you can send the transaction by yourself, pay for the gas costs, and you will not face the MEF attack because it's not profitable for the MEFs under estimated $1,000. But anyway, if you have no Ethereum on your wallet, you can still perform the trade, because Uni supports permit. Permit is just allowance signature which you give from your wallet, and we will do it now. So we have auto mode, which is in 3 minutes. The expression time is in 3 minutes. So with the which takes into account the gas costs for the arbiters, for the resolvers, the arbitrage traders. So we ensure that the trade will be executed. So I get the notification that I have to give a permission, and now I have to sign this swap. And you see here we have pending status, we have expiration time, we have 3 minutes something. We give like 20 seconds for people to sign, because sometimes people are too slow, they need to use Ledger or other hardware wallets. So, and it should be executed in next 30 seconds, I'm pretty sure. So you see, you will receive at least 529 USDC, because gas costs right now are very expensive on Ethereum. Of course, we are supporting other networks, so you can work with other networks. We have Arbitrum, and where you don't pay a lot of money. So in meantime, as long as it's in a pending process, compared to legacy mode, if you send the transaction by yourself, anyway, you have to wait sometimes. If you use market gas price, you wait maybe 30 seconds until the transaction is included in the block. So it's similar here. For small amounts, for bigger amounts, you have huge profit, like huge benefits by using Fusion, how already explained. We have nice doc portal. You can find it here under more documentation, and you get kind of deeper insights how it's set up, how that works, how to become a resolver. And we have also nice SDK repository. You can also walk through all the examples, real examples. There's some auction calculators, and yeah, and to the bounties. So we have the first task, where we say we would like to see someone to build on top of OneInch Fusion, integrated how you want. Asset rebalancing mechanism, swap interface, integrate one of your products which you already have built somewhere. I don't care. So for me, it's important that Fusion is integrated and used somewhere where it makes sense. We have also this thing with the resolvers, which I explained. Oh, no, actually we were hearing this sound I didn't recognize. We have this magic sound when it's filled. So it's filled, and we got 549 US dollars, and it was it's a little bit below than 595, because it was not profitable for anyone to take this order, because they had to pay the gas costs. The money is not coming from nowhere. So someone need to pay in any time. But compared to what if you do it by yourself, you trade by yourself, you pay anyway the gas costs. So it's comfortable in the case also when you have no Ethereum on your wallet. So to the second task, we have our resolvers. You can stake OneInch tokens. You can lock up to 2 years. With locking by 2 years, you get almost 1-to-1, one each token to 1 unicorn power, and it decreases in the time. And then you can delegate to the resolvers. There are already some. You can also create by your own some, but you need, of course, a lot of delegation power. So we have here top 10, and the top 10 they have 270,000 unicorn power delegated. So 200,000 of OneInch steps you need theoretically, but you can ask the community. You can ask core contributors as well to delegate to you if you would like to participate here. You don't need really money. You just need support from people. So we have this delegation, and these people, these companies who run the resolver, they distribute kind of incentives for people who delegate to them. So it makes no sense for me to delegate to someone just like that. Here you see APR, how much how many 1-inch tokens these resolvers distribute. And based on this APR, most of the people delegate the tokens to earn on that. You can build something on top of this. You can tokenize maybe these positions. You can create maybe a pool. That the thing is, every time when I delegate and when I claim the tokens, I need to pay gas, and it's painful on Ethereum right now since the meme coins. So maybe a good solution would be to create a smart contract, which is kind of pool. Everyone can participate. Like bring on 1-inch tokens. This contract can stake and delegate for specific resolver, and also move the delegation based on the APR, and also claim rewards and distribute rewards for those who participate. So this could be one of cool ideas what you can build here. And we have really nice prices. So for the fusion integration, for the first place, you can get $4,000. It's a lot. But to my times, I was lucky to get if on Ethereum New York hackathon $350 to be able to pay the airplane ticket to Stuttgart back. So when we have built 1-inch. But nowadays, yeah, it's really nice to see that also other projects offer nice bounties, which you can really easily earn by just not sleeping 2 days. Yeah, and the open track. Just come with what you think. I can give you some example. I'm running out of time. We are working on P2P network. P2P network for storing decentralized mana limit orders like mesh network and fusion orders. And if you build something like this on hackathon over 2 nights, I would appreciate. And you can see a nice bounty for $2,500. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, I will stay outside. And yeah, we have here a booth. You can also come to our booth and speak with us as well. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.